For today's Monday makeup lesson, we are going to compare and contrast two very different eye makeup looks that have a few things in common. We have this green smoky eye and this open pink eye makeup look. But there's two eyeshadows that are used in both looks. A matte sculpting eyeshadow. This eyeshadow should be at least one shade darker than your skin tone, and a matte pink that is used to blend out the edges and add that pink hue. Now, other eyeshadows used for the green smoky eye is a dark green shimmer, a light green, and then a green eyeliner. For the pink look, we have a pinky shimmer, a light tone, and an eyeshadow that we used for eyeliner. Now, you want to make sure that this works best for you, so I want you to have a look at your own skin tone and choose the right shades. So you're going to need a sculpting eyeshadow. Just look at your contour, your bronzer as a guide. It should be at least one shade darker than your skin tone, and it should be matte. Your fade shade is basically your blush tone. So think of your peaches, corals, mauves, pinks, whatever works best for your skin tone. Now, if you're doing the green look, you want to make sure that it works with your skin tone. So choose a green that has warm or cool or nude, depending on what will work with your skin tone. And then just use a lighter shade of green and a matching eyeliner to go along with it. For the pink makeup look, you want to use the sculpting product, one shade darker. And then for your pinky tone, you want to look at your peaches, your corals, your mauves, your pinks, whatever works best for your skin tone. And then you want to use a shimmer version of that. And then add in an eyeshadow that's one shade lighter than your skin tone. And then a deep eyeshadow that you can use for definition. So it can be deep brown, medium brown, warm, cool, neutral, black, or brown, totally up to you. Now, once you have all your ingredients together, we're going to start by priming the eyelids. Now, both eyelids were primed with an eyeshadow primer. However, one used a skin matching eyeshadow primer. And then the second one, which is the pink one, we used a little bit of white mixed in with that to brighten up the lids instead. This way, the lid is about one shade lighter than the rest of the face, and it just creates that brightness. Now for the green look, we want to start off with the green eyeliner. You want to use something that's kind of creamy and blendable. For the pink look, we actually did the liner last, but for this look, we want to layer over the top of this green eyeliner, which is why it's important that it has that smudgeability. You're basically applying this right at the lash line, and then the green eyeshadow is going to be placed over the top of it. And this creates depth at the lash line where we've already applied that liner, but then it creates that smoky effect as we blend this upwards to cover about the lower part of the lid. But we still need to go in and create some framework with our next eyeshadows. And that's what both of these eye makeup looks have in common. Now for the other makeup look, we want to apply a lighter shade all over the lid. We're not just using that lighter primer as a base, we want to then basically go in and set it and make sure the entire lid is nice and bright. But this does create a flatness on the lid. And then with the green smoky eye, we have this really like small, almost beady looking effect because all of that darkness is pulling the focus. So the next steps are really important. They have that sculpting eyeshadow that creates the framework. With the green look, we're going to start by blending this into the crease of the eye. So keeping it right into the crease and blending this upwards. But for the pink look, we're going to focus on the outer edge and we're going to blend this nice and high and almost blow this out towards the temples to create more of an outward cat eye effect. So whereas with the green look, I'm keeping my eyes looking forward and slightly open, keeping this straight along that crease line. For the pink look, we're pulling this up and out, focusing on that outer third of the lid instead, and then bringing it up into the brows almost. So it's keeping it nice and high and outwards, creating that blown out effect. Now we want to add that blush tone to both of the eye makeup looks. Now for the green look, we're going to use a very small brush and we're going to sweep this just around the edges of the crease. It's very subtle, it's barely there, but it creates that nice blown out effect. However, for the pink look, we're going to be using a slightly larger brush. We're still using pretty much the same amount of shadow, but we're just going to be using a larger brush to create more of a surface area. Again, it's very subtle, but it has a little bit more of a blend compared to when we really focused it with the green eye makeup look. Now we're adding eyeliner to the pink makeup look using your chosen deep eyeshadow. You basically want to press this on the outer third and outer half of the lash line. Unlike when we applied eyeliner with the green eye makeup look where we brought it all the way in, that created more of a rounder effect. But for the pink look, we want to focus on the outer half to outer third of the lid, bringing this upwards and outwards. This creates that cat eye effect. Now both eyes need to be highlighted, so we're going to apply the lighter green to the inner third and bringing this up over the lid. But then for the pink look, we're going to grab that pink shimmer and basically we're going to be stamping this along a larger area. Before we kept it really low, now we're going to be applying it pretty much the entire lid into the crease, keeping it really high on almost the inner half of the eye space. For under the eyes, for the green look, we're basically mimicking what we already did. So we're applying that deeper green and that lighter green, and that creates that smoky finish. For the pink look, however, we want to keep it nice and clean. We're even going to sharpen up the outer edge using a little lazy technique that I like to do for a subtle cat eye. Cleaning up that outer edge creates that almost winged effect, and it's great if you're not great at doing eyeliner. It's a very sneaky, cheeky little way to create a cat eye. For the waterline for both looks, you can use a nude. It's totally up to you. It will open up the eyes, but for the green look, I would recommend using a little bit of that green eyeliner or even a slightly darker shade of eyeliner just on that waterline to create that smoky finish. And there you go, two very different looks compared and contrasted. I just find this really helpful because it's almost like, you know, you see these same ingredients, but there's a different outcome. Like brownies and cake have the similar ingredients, but they're completely different when they're finished. It's basically like that. So if you would like to see more things compared and contrasted, definitely let me know. And you can also check out the videos where I applied the rest of my face makeup to work for both of these looks, and you can see the difference between those two as well. But as always, my friends, be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. My voice is starting to disappear. So I will say goodbye and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.